has water in it. What's up, guys? We're gonna do another question and answer thing while I do the dishes. So if you have any questions that have to do with art or... Hold on, that doesn't make any sense. If you have any questions about art or dishes or something like that, we'll do that. And we'll also answer the questions about what's up with the door, the garage door. I keep getting that question all the time. I did make a video about it called Selling Out. I mean, it's a vlog, it's long. So yeah, if you're watching this in the future and you think this is going to be boring, yeah, it probably will be boring to you. So these are kind of just a question and answer thing. You can see Ashley over there doing my, do you not want to be in it?
No, I just can't think so.
You are. You're right there. Can you see, whoa, can you see yourself now? Okay, I'll take you out just in case you're, oh shoot. Okay, you're still there. You're in it, barely. Simple question, how you doing? I'm doing good. Hello, Gina. Hello, Shannon. Hello, David. Hello, oh, David Conrad said she cute. Ash said hello. James said good evening. Mary says Wisconsin says hi. Hello, Wisconsin. Okay, guys. I forget what I was saying until I interrupted myself, but that's just the nature of things. Yesterday, I was talking to, oh, now his name escapes me. Chris. No. Chris? McQuaig? What's his name? Chris, right? Ah, shit. I think it's Chris. For some reason, that sounds wrong in my mind, but I was talking to him for actually quite a while. We commissioned him to do a piece of art or something like that for a Christmas gift for someone. I don't know who yet, because it's like a secret, not a secret Santa, but something like that. Watching you from the southern tier of the Catskill Mountains in upstate New York. But that's cool. Okay, I got your comments over here. Hannah's here, cleaning up for dinner. I have your comments here, so if you see me reading, that's because there's another phone right here. I'm actually using Ashley's phone here while I record here. Yeah. Kathy says hello, Ashley. How did you guys like the new vlog? That one was to me was a fun one to make. Ashley said hi, by the way. Okay, I'm just looking for your questions here. Jay Smith said love it. Linda is asking Hannah how she feels because she had that explosive diarrhea. Not really. That's an inside joke. Kate liked the vlog. Good, I'm glad. Linda's only 5 minutes into the last vlog. Yeah, I didn't know I was going to be going live today, but I figured, why the heck not? You have that many accidents often. Well, that seemed to be the reason why I named the vlog, whatever I named it, I forget what it was. I had an accident. What did I name it? I almost had an accident?
I almost decapitated my head or something.
I was going to call it I almost decapitated myself, but then I thought it would be funnier if I said whatever I did title it. I probably would have gotten more views with the decapitated thing, but I don't know. It just so happened that the accidents all... I mean, that does happen somewhat often, and then sometimes I'll just reshoot what I just shot. But that kind of takes away from the organic nature of the vlog. It's not as real if I have to redo it. But sometimes I do redo something if it was sloppy or, you know... I'm working on my economy of words. Say less things, say more with less words. But anyways, does anyone have any questions? Glad your hammock had string and not nylon. Yeah, if it was nylon, I probably would have been like, what? I probably would have just fallen off the back of the lawnmower. It's such a freak accident because I'm ducking under it like I always do, and then the wind was just like, and then it just, and then I was like, and then I was like, "Ugh," and then you can kind of, well, not in this lighting. You can kind of still see a mark, but not. It's not very defined anymore.
Is it okay if I turn the oven on?
Yeah, do
I'm gonna be doing spaghetti squash.
it. Okay. Ashley's processing the rest of our spaghetti squash for freezing. I just was that today or yesterday that we just gave someone? Today we just gave someone some nitrous die cast. Dave. And Ashley's aunt. Your neighbor is so awesome. Yes. Oh, sorry, it buffered there. Patricia asked what my favorite toilet paper brand is. That would be, I actually don't even know, but I always try to figure out what's the best deal of toilet paper because it'll say 20 rolls equals 48 rolls. What is the standard that they're measuring against? Because everybody says something like that. And it'll be like 2-ply for extra absorption or whatever. And it'll just say all these things. And whatever. So toilet paper, I think we probably buy different ones every time. I don't actually know though.
I like the cheap brand. For our septic system.
Oh, we do get cheaper brands. We don't get any with the what is that? Like the perfume and stuff in it,
Super plush because
or super
it
plush.
doesn't break down.
Yeah, because we have a septic, we don't have sewer, so you want it to break down quickly so that it doesn't. Because the way that it works, if you don't have a septic, this is gross, but the solids go. Well, everything goes into one tank, and then there's like this little tube, if you will, that goes into another tank, and the solids are supposed to break down into liquids that go into there, and then that goes into your septic field, which then goes into the land. It's no longer harmful. Now, in our case, unfortunately, our septic field is destroyed this year, we found out, because our septic tank had never been done. And when we moved here, we got it all inspected, and they told us that it was good, but we must have misunderstood them. The septic tank itself is a good receptacle, but it needed to be cleaned out. But we didn't know that. We just assumed that they meant like it was good to go. But it had never been. This house is a 1978 house. 1978, right? Yeah, 1978. And it had never been taken care of. So it kind of screwed our septic field for good. So it's destroyed. We have to.
So right now we're just using the tanks.
Yeah. So well, it still works. When I say destroyed, it's not actually destroyed. It still works. It's just when they get. Last year, when we or was it last year? I did a burnout sort of. I tried to pull out a tree. It's actually in a vlog. I tried to pull a tree off. Anyways, I 4x4 ruts into the ground, and now they have puddles in them of sewer. It's gross.
It's not sewer. It's just.
It's not sewer. It's just.
Because it's been processed.
Yeah, it's processed. It's harmless, but it's still gross because you know where it came from.
Yeah.
Because
It's not there.
you're like that came from the septic. It's gross, you know. You're supposed to have your septic pumped every 10 to 15 years.
Sooner, actually, more.
Sooner, more often than that, depending on how you care for your septic. But I guess that would be in like Supreme, you're doing everything right, maybe. Josh, would it be okay if I tried to paint a big rooster painting like you did? Oh yeah, go ahead. Do it. I'd like to see it. Send it to me after. The live dish episode names. What? I don't know what that means. I returned from my honeymoon in 1984 to a basement washing machine full of sewage due to backed up septic. Oh, we never had it back up because we have an oversized everything. Everything is oversized.
Thank goodness.
So we never had to deal with that. But next year we'll have to take care of that. Although in theory we could just deal with it like this for years. It's just kind of, it's kind of gross.
No idea.
No. My dad was a master plumber and did many septic fields. What has been your best find for use of WD-40? Best WD-40 use? That's a good question. I actually don't know. I guess it's just a general lubricant. It's not really a grease, which a lot of people would use it for. But as a spot lube, I guess just using it as a lube. I don't know. I guess I can't really answer that because I don't know. Just anything that I've used it for has been good, I think.
I'm curious.
Any curious uses for WD-40?
Other uses.
You can also use it to clean out the ring around the toilet. WD-40. Yeah, and you can also use it to clean stuff off your hands, like tar. It's really good at removing tar from your hands, like if you're doing roofing jobs. I've only done very few roofing jobs, but you know, you got like, you know, tar gets used in different various places there, and you can get that off with WD-40, among other things as well. I put Ridex in my toilet one time a month, and when I went to bed and flushed it down so the bacteria could eat the waste. Yeah, we have that as well. I don't know if it's that exact stuff, but yeah, it's like it tastes kind of weird, but it's it works. It works.
You don't need it.
It would be nice if like you didn't have to, like, wait, you don't have to eat it?
No.
Isn't that how you get it in the toilet? What do you mean? At least one person's like, what the hell? No, you pour it directly in the toilet. You don't have to pass it into the toilet. WD-40 can remove rust from a toilet bowl and calcium buildup from showers.
Oh.
I think it can also blind you.
Can it?
Has anyone tried that?
No.
Just a lube, LO. Funny how you laugh at your own innuendos. I haven't used
I wasn't even thinking of that.
I meant, I guess I kind of was laughing because it's funny to say, but I actually wasn't thinking of it like that. That's funny. That's funny that you thought that. Do you plan on getting your driveway paved? No. Paving here will up my land taxes by...
He's doing that thing now.
What, this?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Anyway, go.
The paving will up my land taxes by way more than you would imagine. It's like, so for example, let's say I don't know what we pay in land taxes, I forget, but let's say it's like $2,000 or something like that a year. They would up it by, I think, like 17 or some bullshit amount. I think, oh right, because our other neighbor down the way, he has his paved, and he has like a circle driveway around like a fountain thing or whatever, and his taxes went up a lot. So if you improve, I don't know if this is the same everywhere, but in Canada, or at least here where I live, if you improve your own land, you have to pay the government more, as if they did it for you. I don't really understand it, but so you got to be careful with how you do that. I also recently found out that you have to pay taxes on temporary structures if they are a sea can or a portable, whatever those things are called that you put your cars in. Those tent things. You know, if you watched a couple of vlogs back, you saw it. I have one, and that's how I found that out. And I was like, well, that seems like horse shit, but I guess it's true. Unfortunately. Cool shirt, Josh. Thank you. Who made this?
The crafty statue made it.
No. Beth.
Yes.
Beth made this for me. It is a cool shirt.
Yes, Beth Stone
King,
King.
right?
Yeah.
Beth Stone King. I think that was her name.
Yeah.
Just finished my dishes while watching. Love your chicken socks. How's my sister? She's good. I answered that question already, but probably didn't hear it. What about the greenhouse? The greenhouse, okay, so this is weird. Things that hold animals, which I did not know this, because this doesn't make any sense to me. So my chicken coop, I made it a temporary structure because I didn't want to pay tax on it. But I didn't need to, because it holds animals. So that, and I think things for farming, farm buildings, you don't need to pay extra tax on. So I don't know if a greenhouse would be included in that, but I'm assuming, although I'm a little ignorant on it, you don't have to. But your shop you do, your house, your any improvements that you make, you have to pay more for whatever reason. And like I had a conversation with my neighbor about how ridiculous that is, and he told me, he's like, yeah, and you've only lived here for a year or however long, like almost 2 years, I guess. And the quality of government-run services like snow removal and all that stuff has gone way downhill. Like they used to clear the windrows away from your. In the summer, I live on a gravel road, so the gravel has to be combed. And so if you don't live on a gravel road, I'll just quickly explain this. It's supposed to be nice and flat, and gravel is mixed with a bunch of sand. There's like a perfect ratio that you want, but in the wintertime, a lot of that gravel gets shoveled into the ditch by accident. And so when they replace the gravel, it's like a lot of sand and less rocks because it's cheaper to get sand than rocks. So what happens, which would happen regardless, but it would happen way less, is you get a washboard effect where there's like all these bumps where people slow down and speed up frequently. And I happen to live where there's a bend in the road. So right outside of my driveway, that's and it's very frustrating and terrible. And so they used to apparently manage that way better, and now they don't. It's yeah. If you drive a truck like mine where it's lifted and has big tires, you will feel your vehicle go sideways off the road if you don't slow down. And the speed limit is 50 kilometers an hour here, but going 50 when the road is like that is not advisable. Most people go a lot slower because it's dusty, but you know, it's kind of bullshit how taxes work when you improve your own property. They pretend like they did it for you, and that's what you're paying for. But somehow you have to pay for your own improvements. Dumb. Could build the greenhouse and put a sign on it. Doghouse for Hank. Mrs. Robertson said that. Yeah, just a big ass doghouse. Ashley really wants to get sheep. I mention it in the next vlog that's going to come out that I've already filmed. It's the trail build video. But I just briefly mentioned it sort of out of breath. I'm editing it right now. I was severely out of breath because I ran anyways, you'll see. I was thinking about getting sheep, and sheep are going to be needing a barn, so we won't have to pay tax on that. But I have to build that. We thought we'd have like maybe 5, 6, 7 chickens, something like that, and then we built it so that we could have 100 chickens in there, just based off of standard specs, and then for the barn, if we're planning on getting like 2 or 3 or 4 sheep, I can't really just go, well, let's build it for 100 in case we want to get 100. No. But we are looking at designs currently, and we might scale down like a design that we like to be suitable for, like, we'll probably overbuild it, like make it oversized just for to have like adequate room and stuff, because we do have cold ass winters and they might not want to be outside in the winter, so we want to have extra room in there, but definitely not going to build it massive. And I don't know, we'll probably still make it like what I like to call, or what anyone would like to call it, as, I didn't coin this, someone else told me this, but we're gonna make it Instagrammable, but it'll be like it'll be cool. It would be epic if you got sheep. What would be a name perfect for a sheep? Like Edward? Wait, that would be a male. We're probably gonna get females, yeah?
Yeah.
Because they like to bang a lot, I think. Right? Sheep? Or is that rabbits?
Rabbits. What? Anything?
Probably anything, yeah. So, whatever. Just for like ease of raising them. I don't know how to do sheep.
I've been
Or
reading about it.
Ashley's been reading about it. Okay, so when we got chickens, she did university courses to learn about chickens. I imagine she will do the same with the sheep. You'll soon have quite a menagerie.
Yeah.
Live from Texas. Hello, Gretchen.
Probably this is like a couple years down the road, I imagine though. Because we want those fruit trees to get.
Taxes are for Pope, pedivores, and DC freeloaders. Well, I live in Canada, so we don't have any DC freeloaders there. I guess we could call them Parliament freeloaders. I guess. I don't know.
Wait. Is it Capitol Hill?
Wait, do we have Capitol Hill or do we have Parliament? Wait, Parliament is frick. We're under a monarchy. Glad to be here from the Crooked Woods. Oh, Crooked Woods Family Orchard. Oh, do you have an orchard or is that just the name that you gave yourself? Because we are thinking about doing a mixed fruit orchard suitable for our zone, and just recently found out that they are trying to, a farm nearby, or a small farm, tree farm, is trying to, not breed, how do you say, what's for trees?
Crossbone? Graft?
I don't know what I don't know what it's called. They're trying to develop a tree that is suitable for our zone because it's really cold here in the winter and stuff. But anyways, certain fruit trees that don't normally grow here, such as certain kinds of cherries. We do have cherries that grow here. Certain types of plums and what was the other one? I just someone at my brother-in-law's wedding was telling me about this. Some other type of fruits. But I was like, sick. I will be one of those people who gets to try it if I'm allowed to. I don't know how that works exactly, but that would be awesome. People in DC pay taxes, LL. They are taxed without representation in Congress. Oh, I did know that. We learn about that here, I believe. Or I learned about it somewhere. Yeah, because they wanted to make it so that they didn't get favor or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, they don't have representation. They do have like a Congress person, but her thing doesn't matter. Or his thing. I think right now it's a female. Congress lady? Congresswoman? Turkey eggs are great. Never had them. Would you put in beehives if you go with an orchard? Yes. We would put it in beehives regardless.
I don't have any freezer bags for my squash.
No, I used them all. Sorry.
I'll put it in Tupperware.
Do you guys remember this dish from the vlog? I don't know if she wants it back, but I'm gonna give it back to her. Okay. If I missed your comment, please don't be offended. Just ask it again and I'll try to get to it. There are a surprising number of cold hardy fruit trees for this zone. Plums, pears, apricots. I have an apricot, but it is not mature enough. Pears, right? Yes. Cherries and pears and plums. Yellow plums. Have you thought about getting a mini goat? We have thought about getting goats. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I have not thought about getting anything. Ashley has thought about getting goats. Several different species? Several different species of goats. Excuse me, but goats are too high maintenance. She has decided, so we're going to get sheep instead.
Well, those are high maintenance, but
They're very destructive.
yeah, they can be destructive, and we want to have an orchard.
Anyway, yeah, because they'll eat the bark off the tree, and then they'll eat the tree, and then they'll eat the roots, and then they'll destroy everything. So we can't have an orchard with goats unless we have a high fence, which we don't want to do. I have pear trees, an apricot tree, pin cherries, apple trees, and I live in Manitoba, which is zone 3. Okay. We have an apple tree.
There's some
We-
40 here, I'm not sure. I think we're 4B.
We are 4B, Ashley
I
thinks.
think.
Our zone. Did I miss your comment? There are apple orchards here in Alaska. Yeah, apples seem to be hardy anywhere. I think because they're easy to GMO. But I don't know. Goats are a-holes, says Hannah.
They're so cute.
In Alberta, that is as they are here. Yeah. I'm missing some context here. What do you recommend someone that is starting a business in small woodworking, spoon carving, and such? Go okay. In any type of craft or artistic or artisan type business, I think can be applied the way that I started mine. Definitely social media, huge key, big help.
Talking to everyone. Talking to like everyone.
Yeah, Ashley says talking to everyone. Going for, what do you call them? Vendor spots, I guess. Vendor spots at craft fairs and... Ah, shit. How do I... Going to, maker spaces and stuff. Basically networking. Now, what I did... with painting, it's a little different. If you want to gain value, certain things won't gain value as much unless for some reason you become special. Like, so for woodworking, at least for me, I'm not a very good woodworker, but my woodworking stuff is not so valuable. It only gets to a couple $1,000s for a piece of furniture. Whereas like some people's, because they are a specific designer and craftsman, they themselves somehow make the piece more valuable. And I don't even know who any of those people are. So they can sell something for like several thousand rather than just a couple thousand tops. So they can sell stuff for like 10 grand for a chair. You know, ridiculous prices that are fair because they've worked for that, but other people won't be able to obtain just because somehow they're, you know what I mean, right? Sometimes people's work just gets whatever value that I don't know. Now when it comes to painting, it's a little more easier because art is super snobby, but it's also difficult, as I am been finding out my whole art career. But what I've done is try to like curate the venues in which I display my art. So I started off going anywhere that I could, and that's so I could start selling as much as I could. So for paintings and stuff, I displayed in bookstores, I displayed in coffee shops, yeah, where else? I did every outdoor art event that I could. Even if I knew it was going to be bad, I would still do it because I wanted it to be, I wanted people to be like, that's that finger painter guy that I saw at the other one, and he does this type of work, and next time I see him again, I might buy a piece from him or something like that. And then when it came to my other stuff, like my sculptural stuff, that stuff's not nearly as valuable yet. Hopefully it will be. But I did the same thing. I started like peppering that in with my painting stuff, trying to get that, you know, the value of that to go up. Spoon making thing, those, depending on how quickly you can make them, you can sell them for a nice fair price. And I would just go to like the as babe, you should use the cleaver.
I'm stuck at this point.
Just pull it out. Ashley's trying to Sweeney Todd these spaghetti squash. I would go to like handmade stores, like I would go to handmade stores that sell like handcrafted goods, and just be like, hey, you need to have a meeting with me, and I'll tell you why you should be carrying my merchandise. And then if they don't want to carry you, you just go to the next one, and don't be shy about it, because they don't care about saying no to you, and that's the worst they can do. So just go to the next one and the next one and the next one. That's what I did. I like okay, so I sell my art in Legit Kicks, which is a shoe store, which I wouldn't typically do, but that shoe store is pretty cool, in my opinion. So I was like, I will sell my portraits of basketball players here, and I only have two, and then maybe some rappers as well. It just kind of is the culture, so it works there. And how I did that is I literally was walking Hank with Ashley, and I think Duke as well, and I was just like, hey, I'm just gonna stop in here for a second. I never even saw it before. I walk in and I'm like, hey, this is a nice store. And he said, thank you. And I said, do you own this? And he was like, he actually joked and said that his employee owned it, and his employee was like 17. And I was like, I don't believe you. And anyways, it got sorted that he did own it. And then I asked him, I'm like, would you ever sell art here? And he said, what kind of art do you do? I showed him and he said yes, and then I just brought some art there. And then I will do that anywhere if I think it's suitable.
When we're on a trip.
Yeah, when we go on trips. I did that at another clothing store that had a cool atmosphere to it. And that was I live 13 hours away from it, and I still did it. And I was like, hey, I do this.
You have to advertise yourself, I guess.
Yeah, advertise yourself. Don't be scared to talk about yourself. Maybe like if you can be charming about your annoyingness, then do it. But if you're just pissing people off, it's not gonna work. So, I hope that answers your question. Okay, Hannah says I'm getting tickled hearing her cleave that squash. Poke holes in the spaghetti squash and microwave for 10 minutes. Cuts super easy. No fear of losing fingers. But is that for cooking it right away? Because she's going to freeze it. So however you process it to freeze it, that's what she's doing right now. Have you considered miniature donkeys? We had 3 born in 3 days. My husband named our place Half-Ass Ranch. That's great. We have thought about donkeys, but they will kill your dogs sometimes. So that's what we've heard. So decided not to go with donkeys because we let Hank go anywhere, and it would suck to have a donkey kick him. So we haven't considered donkeys too seriously, but maybe we would. Tracy says the donkeys could be the mascot of the ass kickers. How about a Hank highlight episode or a day in the life of Hank? If I could make it work with what I do, then I would do that. But
like sleeping.
Yeah, I could try to figure something out. Hi from Australia. I missed you say squash. I was wondering what sort of spaghetti she was cutting. Oh, because it's like yeah, spaghetti squash. Yeah. Pretty sure Hank could take a donkey. Pretty sure donkeys are huge.
A miniature donkey, they're saying.
Maybe a miniature donkey, it would be fine. Maybe it would be a fair fight. But like, have you ever been kicked by I've never been kicked by a donkey, but I've been kicked by a horse.
Yeah.
And like, you will go flying. No, I haven't. I'm just joking. But thanks for ruining it.
I was like, I didn't know this.
No, I've never been actually kicked by a horse. But Puffy Joe says, it's my dad's art, not mine. Oh, okay, hold on. That's the spoons and stuff?
Farmer's market.
She has over 300 pieces. Okay, I'm gonna assume that he passed away, maybe? Is that safe to assume? Maybe that's not. If he didn't pass away, I'm sorry. But I'm gonna assume that he did, because why else would you have 300? Ah, she said yes. Okay, in that case, you're not making it, and therefore you are... Yeah, Ashley's saying farmer's market. So where we are, there's this big farmer's market. Well, there's a bunch of farmer's market, but the big one is in St. Albert, which is a neighboring hoity-toity city. And they have a nice farmer's market where people come from all over Alberta, honestly, and BC to exhibit? No, not exhibit. Was it display? Not display. sell. I don't. How do you? Yeah. Anyways, they sell their stuff, vegetables, fruits, crafts, and sometimes just like product that you're like, why is this at a farmer's market? Windshield wipers? This doesn't make any sense. But anyways, you could probably sell them there. But how do you price them? I don't know what a wooden spoon is worth.
I see people on Instagram selling spoons. I follow some person who.
I actually follow someone who carves spoons. How much do they sell for? Like 20 bucks?
Yeah.
I don't know how much a wooden spoon is worth, to be honest.
Probably depends on the type of wood. Right?
It probably does depend on the wood, because the wood, like a nice exotic wood, it would be worth more, whereas a pine, which a lot of spoons are made out of pine, would be worth less. They have to be oiled more. They need more maintenance, and they look less nice. I don't know. Yeah, farmers markets, and I would say handcrafted stores as well. I bet you could find a place that would buy them all. If you're just trying to get rid of them and not make a huge profit on them or something like that, that would be probably easy. But because they will want to, like that way they don't go to waste, and they will make your local business, community business, some money. I don't really know. Can I tag you with his art? Yeah, you can. Yeah. You can send a message to me on Facebook too. If we're friends on Facebook, that's the easiest because I get less messages on my personal Facebook than on my it'll sell in hoity-toity St. Albert. LOL. Seriously. Tracy, are you from here? Do you know St. Albert? Yeah, St. Albert. Like my friend sells this cake, like a slice of cake for $9, and I'm like, are you kidding me? A slice of cake is $9. I want to eat this, but I don't want to spend $9 on a piece of cake. But it's good, and people buy it, so, and their rent is like $5,000, so, I guess you got it. Have you decided what you want to do with the marble slabs, or are they inventory for a future unknown project? That's exactly it. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. I got them just because I will probably regret not taking them, and they don't take up much room. They're just, $9. Yeah, $9 for a piece of cheesecake. A regular cake, I think, is like $4 or $5. But his cake is in a mason jar. Oh, those are the Love It jars, which is named after their head chef, pastry chef. Her last name is Love It. Those ones, I don't know how much those cost. I always just. Oh, you know what's funny? I recently had 4. These are his jars. They give you the jar to take home. Whoops, shit.
Really? Do people bring them back?
I don't know if people bring them back. Okay. I have a collection of his empty jars too. You could make actually a small portable kitchen island with the marble as an inlay, perhaps. We have an idea for that. That wouldn't match anything else in here, but we do have an idea for an island, and it's cool. She found some that she likes as inspiration, and we've come up with an idea of making our own based off of some of the inspiration that she's found. Those jars are a hot commodity these days. Are they? Why? Because there's a shortage because of COVID? Are you guys going to have kids? I don't know. Well, huh?
Is that green in it?
No. The kitchen is white.
Oh.
The kitchen is not. This is not our kitchen. This is just what the kitchen is now. This is not it. Don't be fooled. It looks like it's our kitchen. This is trash. It might look okay on video, but it is.
It's falling apart.
It is falling apart. Like literally, this thing where the garbage can is in is the bottom is like.
Because it's that like fake.
It's like particle board. It's trash. Trash. Trash.
Like it can't even be.
Worse than IKEA. IKEA actually makes decent kitchens.
Yeah.
They stay together. Whatever this is, garbage. But soon, not soon, maybe next year, we will build one. We were going to build one this year with my grandfather, but because of COVID, he never came, and so we didn't do it. But, you know, we have jars, can't find lids. Huh. Well, you blew that sponsor. Blew that sponsor opportunity. Sponsor of IKEA? I would never take a sponsorship from IKEA if that's who you're talking about. That like goes totally against my like reclaim upcycle. They're like, hey, buy this for now because it's cheap. The only catch is you have to put it together, but you're definitely gonna throw it away when you move. Like that's not what I'm about. It would be cool if they wanted to sponsor me, but I would say no. But the countertops are awesome. Yeah, well, this was kind of these are temporary. I just wanted to kind of just see what it would look like. Just do an experiment. So that's what we did, and they're holding up pretty decently. I think the only change I would do if I were to do this for a client is to put a more hardy finish on it. Probably some sort of resin material, some epoxy resin. I should paint a Van Halen portrait. I actually have painted Van Halen before, but I never got it scanned, and I gave it to someone who didn't pay for it, unfortunately, because one of our good friends used to date that person, and so I just was like, he'll pay me when he can. He's a good guy. Turns out, not a good guy. Oh, these comments are stuck. Okay, yeah, paint the rooster. You should see the estimate. How's Catherine? Who's Catherine? I don't know who Catherine is. Thus they used to date. Yeah, exactly. We used wax to seal jars. Okay, I sent you a message on my hands gallery message to explain it a bit. Okay. The countertops are definitely cool. Thank you. I'm gonna turn the brightness up on here because I can hardly see it. Ashley must have super good sight. Was your bow tie for the wedding made from wood? Yeah, it was Purple Heart. I made that for actually a different wedding, and then I didn't have time to make another one for this wedding. My counters too. Hey, you are the best. I'm a subscriber. Okay, thanks, Megan. Love the chicken socks. Ashley got those for me. I think, right? Was that you or your mom? Yeah.
Actually, my mom.
It is old brand. What does that mean?
We got an egg today.
Oh yeah, we got an egg, even though the chickens have started brooding. Molting. Brooding? Yeah, no, see, I still suck at chickens. We got an egg from Ginger. She laid it this morning. And yeah, that's the first egg we've gotten in how long?
A month.
A month. A whole month. How many eggs do you get in a day? One now. But
before we were getting like 6 or something.
yeah, normally it'd be around 6, 5 or 6.
So they started molting.
So Josh, off the beaten path question. My boyfriend and I would like to ride our Harleys up to Canada someday. Years ago. It's not the same as Canada going into the US, but I have no idea. I don't drink, so I don't know what I'm not that necessarily you'd read up on like, what can I do and get away with while drinking? So I don't actually know. But if you're just I don't know, don't be honest, I guess. Just be like, I'm just visiting family, come here all the time. No, I can't advocate for you to not be honest. I have no idea. Chris McQuaig, I was just talking about you about half an hour ago. You won't get into Canada with a drug-related charge on your record. Not sure about alcohol. Well, alcohol is considered a drug in Canada, is it not? Because it's under the same Drug and Alcohol Act. So I don't know. I have no idea. You probably would get into Canada if you somehow petitioned something or made some sort of something. I don't know. What was it for? What was it again? What is it? What did I read it as? A DUI? Oh, if it's drunk driving, oh, they probably would be say no. Okay, sorry, I forgot about. Yeah, you probably wouldn't be allowed.
Maybe there's like a certain amount of time involved.
There might be a statute of limitations sort of thing, which is 7 years here, which isn't that not the same in the U.S. But I'm not certain. You should call someone and ask because you might get turned away for a criminal charge. I don't know. I don't know. I know one of my friends, uh, he was a drug dealer, and he can't go anywhere.
Friends.
Well, I mean, he's my friend, but he's not really my friend. I used to work with this guy, and I became buddies with him. But I'm not like, hey, dude, what kind of drugs are we dealing today? That shirt is super rad. Thank you. It was a gift from Beth, from one of you guys. Beth. Did you DUI? You can't cross the border. Okay, that's what I thought. Here, after thinking about it for a second, brother-in-law had a DUI in Canada and couldn't cross state line. Had to apply for a parson. Parson or pardon?
Okay.
Me too. I make out with the fake gold bricks that you hit. I didn't make out with anything, but I think most of them were found, but I still haven't hit number 10, and also not everyone told me that they found one. I think only 5 people told me. Just gonna change the water here. Fat thumb typing. So it must be pardon that you meant. Oh yeah, you said pardon right there. Each border have strict rules, and even with the pardon, you still might not get in. Yeah, it's probably up to the discretion. I mean, even when I went to the border, I had nothing to hide. I have no criminal past, and they still were like, nah, screw you, man. Pay us extra, because we screwed up and we're embarrassed. Love your license plate maker. Thank you. Does anyone else have any questions? Back in the late 90s, I got pulled over in Ontario for having a radar detector. I'm an American. They confiscated it and sent me a ticket for $400. Never paid it, and they sent me a warrant for arrest. Okay, back then, maybe that was illegal, but that is not illegal now. You can have a radar detector. You can't have a laser radar jammer, but you can have I think you can have a Doppler radar jammer. But you can't have a laser radar jammer, I believe. I could be wrong. That could have also been a lie. But you can have that. You can't have sirens unless you have some sort of certification or something like that. And you can't have strobe lights. But you can have markings on your vehicle as long as they don't impersonate law enforcement. Like, there's certain things that they tell you when you come in, like when you have whatever the conversation with the people when you bring a vehicle into Canada. They ask you all those questions. Will you do a tutorial for your countertop? I have, sort of. I mean, I have a build video on it. It's actually my most viewed video. I think it's like 400,000 views. Why did they recommend me to you? I have no idea, but watch a vlog. You might like those. Maybe not. I hope you check it out. But if you don't, that's okay. Ashley Lane, thank you. I never realized it was so difficult. We used to go to Canada just for lunch or dinner, or to look at their Costco, which sucks, right? Hi, Josh. Just woke up. It's 2:30 here in London, UK. You can can catch you live. Nice. Later, guys. Blow out some candles and eat some cake with some raccoons before I go. My question: what are each of y'all's middle names? And you have to answer, cause, yeah. What? I have to answer. My middle names are Frank and Alexander. Ashley's is Rose, which is on her Instagram, which you should go follow. Hope everyone has a good weekend. I'm having problems with internet, so need to go. I'll watch the rest later. Alright, Yolanda, see you later. I knew my ears were burning for a reason. What? Megan, have a good time. They recommend him because Josh is awesome. You have two middle names. I do have two middle names. As of December 2018, a DUI is considered a serious crime in Canada and no longer qualifies as an offense that is automatically deemed rehabilitated after 10 years. Which in my opinion is good. Hopefully that'll thwart people from doing it. Hannah says, important question, and then doesn't ask one. She asked one later. Should I have a third cup of coffee? If you want to put yourself through that, do it. His ears were burning because I talked about him earlier. I didn't haggle with him for hours over a commission piece. I did talk to him for an hour and 47 minutes, though. Or that's what we joked about it being. But we did talk about commission. You talking about me approximately half an hour ago. The saying is, if it airs. Oh, yeah. Do you celebrate Thanksgiving like we do in the U.S.? We celebrate Thanksgiving, but not like thing. It's different. It's just Thanksgiving. It's not like Columbus was a good guy. Thanks, man. Giving. My cat says, and this Kasha person saying a bunch of stuff, but like it's nonsensical. I must be missing a lot of some sort of conversation. I don't know. Krispy Kremer says Canada is good. Krispy Kreme donuts are delicious. Nice, love Ash's Middle. We celebrate Thanksgiving, but we're ungrateful. What are you planning to cook for Thanksgiving? Maybe Hawaiian pizza or something? Canadian Thanksgiving is a celebration of fall harvest. Oh, right. Sorry, I should have said that. I just said that it wasn't like yours, and then I didn't tell you what it was. There's actually a Columbus Day here that is separate from Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, I know. That also should not exist. Why is my cat so weird? Cats are weird. Is that Duke? That is Duke. You saw him? Okay, I got some plates here. Let's do some plates next. Oops. It's going to be a fat commission and very heavy for its size. That's all I will say. Build up some suspense. Last year he made me a pipe, a tobacco pipe. First he thought I meant a weed pipe. And then I was like, no, not a weed pipe. I'm like, that is freaking awesome, but I meant like a tobacco pipe. So then he made me a tobacco pipe. But I bought both of them. I gave the weed pipe to Dakota, and then the tobacco pipe that was the Christmas gift that I made for, or that I had for the gift exchange thing that we do with Ashley's family. Excuse me, how much do you charge for your small insect sculptures? They're like between $75 and $300 Canadian. Krispy Kremer's asked, why don't you have any kids? I don't know. Why don't you have any kids? I don't have any kids because I only have one bedroom in my house. I have 2 bedrooms in my basement. I want to put an addition on my house over there. So if you send me, I don't know, roughly $100,000, I'll have kids just for you. Toxic Tony says, who are you? And then says it again. Puffy Joe says, I have 4, all grown up. You got tons of kids. Well, not quite. Kids are free. They are free, but they're expensive after. So. Dude, that's none of your business. You're young. You have years to have children. Well, it depends on what happens. What if I accidentally walk out my patio door? Well, actually, guys, when I first moved here, when I knocked down the deck, because it was rotten, I walked out of there, because I forgot the keys for the house, so I walked out of there and jumped into the snow. The snow was like pretty deep, and I jumped into the snow after like closing it, and it has like this catch thing, right? Or you can disengage it, but anyways, it has this catch thing. So then I'm like on this little ledge, just my tippy toes, and I close it, and then I was like, okay, I just have to jump off. So then I just did a James Bond jumping off the dam thing, right? And then jumped off, landed in the snow, we were good to go. Linda says, don't say much usually, but had to comment. Kids are not free. Well, if you're in America, I guess you have to pay to have them. But here, they're pretty free. They just cost a lot to maintain. Kids are great when they aren't yours and you give them back. Try having a cheeseburger between 2 halves of Krispy Kreme. Alright. Dude, I went to bed just after 5 a.m. and was up again before 12. Been working until an hour ago. Thought I'd take me a break. Take a me break. You said that like you're a cartoon. Kids are not expensive, especially if you have the support network who help with hand-me-downs. I don't know. Haven't been there yet. Are there any questions here? This is like a question period. After the 3rd kid, they take care of themselves pretty much. My parents had kids. Take a me break. I said it right. You read it wrong. You said it right. Well, you spelled the wrong right. My coffee tastes off. That's because it's coffee, and coffee is disgusting. He's Canadian. He is a Canadian spy, and he's undercover as a finger painter in ours, but keep it secret as no one else knows. Okay. That last comment was directed at Crispy. It is when you have kids in between, it is between you and your wife. Okay. My sister has 2. She's working class. She does fine. Brother is the same. The missus and I are working on our first. Is there a painting you're wanting to do but haven't yet? There are plenty of paintings that I want to do. One of them that I'm most excited about is a rubber duck. Haven't done it yet. Why does my cat meow at the wall at 3 a.m.? Because cats are the devil, and apparently 3 a.m. is like the demon hour or something. Don't ever let financial worries deter you from starting a family. I cannot wait personally. Well, that's part of the reason why I don't have my real family. That's why I wasn't adopted, but I was kind of adopted. I was left at the babysitter's because my parents couldn't afford me, but also other stuff. They were like, screw these kids, let's get out of here. Leave them at the babysitters, they seem good. Does kale really suck? Oh, kale does suck. So I had a kale salad actually not too long ago, that was actually good, but that's because of the dressing. And I shouldn't say it was good. Kale has like this bitter quality, I want to say. It's not good. And neither is lettuce that's from a farm. That's not good either. It's so chemically tasting. It's the first one, then the second that are the most expensive. Children, that is. After there's little expensive, they start eating more. Or adult teens. Lettuce is for rabbits. Yeah. Kale is disgusting. I agree. Kale is disgusting. They're green. Or a greenish blue. Not everyone is geared for it. I guess my finances is a cope. But finance is a cope for people who... I missed it. Have you decided what you're going to give away for Christmas? I have decided on a couple prints that I accidentally screwed up a bit. So those are something that I'm always asked for people to buy, but I don't sell those, so I will give those away because obviously some people want them. Now I remember last year there was a couple people complaining that I was only giving away junk. I don't have to give away anything. So if you don't want it, just don't try to win it. It's super simple because a lot of people do want it. And I don't know what you meant by junk, but I gave my parents a break and left home at 16 years old. I left when I was 17. We're almost like twins. I missed your comment, sorry. I'm gonna win this year. Norma. Anyone can win, absolutely. I'm gonna be surly. Are those plates burgundy on top? No, they're not. I said they're green. Does that look burgundy? Are you? I thought you told me you had 2015 vision, dude. This is green. Gold bars in Wisconsin and Minnesota. That would be cool. I would do that if I went there. That was super rude of people last year. Jerks. Oh, no. Well, yeah, but that was okay.
Oh, what?
How some people thought I was just giving away junk.
Oh.
They're like, oh, you're giving it away because you can't sell it. I only gave away stuff that people have offered to buy numerous times. And I just don't sell it because I just don't sell it. Maybe if I was famous, I could sell it for a lot because there's like only a couple of them. But I don't know. People do offer to buy everything that I give away, which is why I figured it worthy to give away. I'm just here to spread the odd red pill around. Okay, calamity. My dad went to prison when I was 14. Mom left when I was 6. Been on my own ever since. Since you were 6? That's not possible. Is it? How were you on your own since you were 6? Where did you grow up? Yeah, toss it. I think that's trash. Do we have another one? Oh, nice. That's way better. Wait, is it the same one?
No.
Duke's collar was getting a little worn. He has really bad, terrible owners. They should really give them to us. They're just awful. So we gave him a new collar just now. They're not, just so you know, I'm kidding. They're not awful. That's my brother-in-law. We're babysitting him. He's on his honeymoon. Sticking his ass in honey. Hold on a second. What were we just talking about? I know it's your primary use a MIG welder when working on your art. Do you ever use an arc welder? I have an arc welder, but I've never used it. I don't even know if it works. I got it from the dump. It was in the take it or leave it, and I was like, hell to the yeah. Took it, and then we haven't seen yet. I would have been proud to have won any of your giveaways. Well, hopefully this year you'll win some. I'm gonna give away less because the shipping last year was so freaking expensive. It was like 300 and some bucks, and which I don't mind doing. But this year, a little tighter. I've made way less money. Probably gonna have to cut back on the giveaways a little bit. But that was a lot of fun, so I still want to do it. I'll give away only one thing a day this year for 12 days instead of 2 things a day. Always remember, if anyone ever tells you your work is ish, they're drinking that haterade. Oh, I don't care if someone doesn't like it. That doesn't matter to me. I want them to like it, but if they don't like it, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't like a lot of things that people are proud of, and that's fine. Mr. T said, just kidding. I don't know what he said. Been on my own since 14, not 6. Oh, somehow I read 6. Sorry. I don't know how that. I don't know. Thank you, fake virus. Oh, like the coronavirus? I don't know if it's fake because how is the whole world? How's the whole world into it? But maybe it is. I have told you so often. You are a true artist.
Who died from it? It's not fake.
It's a real virus, but it's probably. I think what people mean when they say fake is it's not as bad. Or maybe they do think it's fake. I have no idea. Yeah, people have died. Like, we have a few friends that have passed away from it, unfortunately. I was one of the lucky ones. Had both parents, grew up in a safe place, got my tail whipped for the dumb stuff I did, and was taken care of. Had both parents until 2013 when dad died. Dang. Anyone else had COVID and found it to be anything burger? I have. Alright. Josh, I'd love to hear your ideas for old barn boards. I just bought an old farmhouse with an old barn that isn't really usable. Oh, there's plenty of things that you can do with barn wood. The next blog, not the next one that's coming out, but the next one I'm going to be working on, I'm going to show you some special wood that everyone is making stuff out of barn wood. So to be original, it's a little bit harder. So you can just repurpose it practically, or you can make stuff out of it. You can make furniture out of it. Depends on what kind it is. If it's shiplap type barn wood, it's a little harder. Yeah, it depends on the condition. Sometimes you have to stabilize it. Sometimes it's good as is. Depends on what species of wood it is. Here we don't have much hardwood barns because we don't have an abundance of hardwood trees here. We do have lots of poplar, which is a soft hardwood, and they typically use that for barn floors, which are full of piss. So you don't use those, you don't reclaim those so much. So our barns are mostly softwood, and you can't do as much with that wood because it gets kind of nasty. So I see a lot of people making like farmhouse decor with them. But I make picture frames with them. I reclaim it as siding. I've made signs with them, I think. What else? I don't know. Like, you can do whatever. I think I've made an outdoor table with them. When I used to have a store with my brother Will, we made stuff with barnwood all the time. But I don't remember what we made because we made stuff that just sold easily, which we weren't very passionate about. It's just we just needed to make money because it cost money to have a store, which we only broke even at the very best, but mostly lost money, which we expected to. But we were I don't know. We had it for only less than a year. What was it, like 6 or 7 months, something like that? But what's next here? But the globalists who control everything want to induce a mass fear and panic so they accept the new world order and great reset, all the top down, something. Your comment got deleted. We're not really into conspiracy theories, especially if they're like just theories. When it comes to globalists, I never understand the arguments because like, what is the goal? What is the end goal? It never makes sense. More power to do what? To do more of what they're already doing, that they already seem to be getting away with it, if the conspiracy theories are to be believed. They don't even want, like, and how did we figure it out? How did these people figure out that that's what's happening? And okay, so I don't know. Dave, you're here. We're just processing the rest of the squash. I just gave Dave a squash. When is the next Just Joshing with Jakota? Asks Photo Deviant. Photo Deviant, by the way, Heather, she... Oh my gosh, every time I think about it. She has this YouTube channel that you guys should go check out. If you like dry comedy, it is so freaking hilarious. It's called Silverfish Productions, but it's like the international... Sorry about that noise. Ashley's just... She's just trying to start a band and called the Kitchen Bashers.
The Kitchen Bashers.
Anyways, you should go check out her channel. Hey, Lindsay, can you put up her channel if you can find it? It's so funny. I think it's funny, anyways. Check out Amazing Polly on YouTube. Information well researched on the ones who want to control. And somehow they let them make that YouTube channel. Okay. I believe there is some conspiracy that is valid, but a lot of it makes no sense. Anytime you have to bring like the devil into it, I'm like, well, he's not real, so that doesn't make any sense. And most of the conspiracy theories are like that. Anyways, what was the question, Heather? Silverfish intermediate, yeah. The one they review like drinks, probably other stuff too, but I've only seen a few of them, and it's funny. Oh right, the question was, when is the next Just Joshing with Dakota? I don't know. Probably in the new year. I don't know. What's the Josh? Are you okay?
Okay.
Ashley's just getting squash all over her hair. I'm sure there's other makers on YouTube who do that, but I'm not part of that maker community in the same way that a lot of those makers are. I wish I was, but I'm small potatoes, and it seems to be pretty exclusive to people who are already in it. If like I'm part of some of the Facebook groups, and like I'll post something on there, and I'll get like maybe like 100 likes. Someone who's like famous in the YouTube community, even if like it's a video about nothing. Like they're like, hey, I'm back in my shop, so I'll be making projects with a million likes. I'm like, oh, dang it. But you know, it's okay. What was the question again? Oh, am I part of that desk challenge thing? I don't know what that is, so no. But maybe I'll look it up. Your art is not junk, ungrateful people. What? Wow, you're behind somehow.
Maybe it's lagged.
Yeah, it must be lagging for some people. No, I don't think it is junk, but some people do. I went and watched some of Heather's channel, and it is hilarious and real witty. Dude, and there's some puns, and they're in space, and they're wearing lab coats. I think they're on a green screen just because there's like a glow around them. So I don't think it's a practical set, but it's still funny. Sasquatch painting. Make a cool winter project, says the Sasquatch. Yeah. Everyone that's seen the rooster that I have, sees your rooster that I have, is astonished. I'm glad they like it. It's the International Taste Station, yeah. Why are you barking? Hey, that's enough. When there's no leaves on the trees, Hank can see the cars drive by. Stop. And then so he sometimes barks because he thinks they're coming in. Have you painted any of the Oilers, Josh? I have painted Connor. I have painted Gretzky. I have painted... Who else? I'm just going to name all the hockey players that I can remember that I've painted. Connor. Gretzky for sure I've painted, I think, twice. Ryan Smith and Perron, not for the Pens. I did it for Captain Canada at the Sochi Olympics. Who else? Oh, Taylor Hall. I painted him, and I think that's all for hockey players. But you got to be careful with those corporate logos. So I don't think I've displayed them. I always try to paint it so the logos don't show, but you can still tell who it is. What is the story behind the awesome bow tie you wore to the wedding? Oh, I made that for another wedding, and then I didn't have time to make another one, so I wore it to this wedding as well. Made out of purple heart, which is really nice. You still have the Taylor Hall. That was a commission, so no, I don't. And I actually didn't really like that painting either. Hi Josh, love all your paintings, but love the bugs you made the best. Question, which takes longer, or do you longer to do, or does it depend on how much time you got? Sorry, what do you mean? Love all your paintings, but love the bugs you made the best. Question, which takes longer to do, or does it depend on how much time you got? Are you asking if a painting or a bug takes longer, or which bugs take longer than other bugs? I'll answer both. Paintings take longer, usually. Bugs are easy because they don't have to look like any specific bug. They just have to look decently like the bug. But when it comes to bugs, it takes longer to do ones that have a lot of joints, and it depends on how accurate I want them to look. So like I did a stink bug. That looked pretty damn well like a stink bug. But then I've also done scorpions that look pretty decently like scorpions, but they're more mechanical looking. And so they have a lot of joints in them, so those take a while to do. And then I've done, I guess mosquitoes take a decent, yeah, they take a while, but I don't know. I don't even know what takes longest. That was a stupid thing to suggest that I would answer that question. I don't know. I shouldn't have said I would answer the question that way because I don't know. The wedding video and shot vid were crazy well done. The hand over the camera and the heart beat after you cut to the different scenes was ingenious. Wasn't it? I wish I had a better heartbeat sound. I just made that with my mouse. Have you done a praying mantis? I think they're pretty cool looking. I have done one, and I have commissions to do other ones. Did you read that Facebook deleted a photo of onions in a bowl because they deemed them to be too sexy? What? No, I haven't seen that. Your bugs are so cool. Well, thank you.
I don't have any tips for scooping squash out.
Does anyone have any tips for scooping squash out? Ashley asks. To do it, she keeps splattering everything. I enjoyed the vlog you put out today. Good stuff. Thanks. Don't get me started on stink bugs. The little SOBs are finding their way into my house. Ice cream scoop, says the book bandit. Want to try that? Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Yeah? It might be a little too hot. She's giving it a shot. Hank is doing beauty shots in the background. I saved the pumpkin carving tool. Works great. Hank is just chilling like Bob Dylan back there. I use an ice cream scooper too. No, use a spoon and scoop it out. And nice dog. Well, she was using a spoon before.
This is working better.
But the ice cream scoop is working better. Okay. Someone said a spork. I died laughing when Alex said, "Hey Josh, was that dope?" Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. Left a tea bag on there. That was my bad. It's stuck. Oh, it was you? Oh, okay. I thought it was me. We should do a video. Do a video and carve pumpkins, lol. We should do that? Why, are you exceptionally good at carving? I shattered my glass tea jug tonight. Tea jug? Oh, good for you. Congratulations.
No, I think that's a sad thing.
Oh, I thought she was like, yeah, I smashed it. So good, like smashing record. Tea jug. I guess I don't know what a tea jug is. I thought that was a good thing. I thought you were like,
I smashed it, like I finished it.
Yeah. I thought she was like, I drink a lot of tea because I'm Southern. Yes, I would love to see what you could carve on a pumpkin. Well, some people carve the most epic pumpkins. It is so cool. Like 3D and stuff. I do remember in class in kindergarten, everyone wanted to do scary pumpkins, so they're like, oh, let's do triangle eyes, like the triangles like this. They look like they're squinting or narrowing their eyes. Not like the triangles like this. Those are lame. But I was like, you do you. I'm going to do better evil eyes, where it's like it's almost like shaped like that, where it's like it's round here, and then they point out. They look more like monster eyes. And then they were gonna do teeth that were like a bunch of just jaggeds. I was like, no, we're gonna make fangs, and then we're gonna do pointy teeth that are smaller, fangs, and then we're gonna have a mouth that's really long, so it looks more menacing, and fangs there. And then everyone copied me. And that was in kindergarten, so I wasn't even good, but I must have been good enough. That's working?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Still getting all over me with this.
Favorite meal to cook?
What are you cooking breakfast?
Favorite thing to cook for me? I actually don't mind cooking hash browns, even though I don't like them, because I'm. Oh, steak. Yeah, probably steak. Because I'm always trying to like improve it. Because I accidentally made the best steak I ever had, and I'm chasing that. It was so freaking good, and so just, you know when you like chew into like a Hubba Bubba bubble gum? No, I chew it a lot. It was easy to, like, it wasn't like a whatever gamey or anything like that. It was just. And I was like, this is so freaking delicious. How am I not a chef? This is way better than I've ever had at any steakhouse. And that was an accident. And now I've been trying to do that again. And the second time I did it, it was still pretty good, but not as good. And maybe that's just it. You're chasing that high. The first time has always been the best. Because they've been good, but just not as good as that first one. Do you think you'll finger paint Eddie Van Halen? I have done that before, but I don't have any pictures of it because it was kind of stolen. I know that feeling, always chasing the perfect meal again and never getting there. Yeah. Prime rib. I don't really like ribs, but... Oh wait, is prime rib different than rib? That might be. Chris says best steak ever is done over a fire and then smoked. Maybe. I haven't had yours. Maybe I would change my mind. When you move, Chris is apparently going to move. My neighbor's selling his house. He's going to move here. I mean, I tried to convince him last night for like an hour and 47 minutes, but smoked using maple and red. I don't know what that osier is. Have you seen Hamilton? I've never seen it.
Me neither. Everyone talks about it.
Trick for cooking steak: never salt the steak before cooking. Draws out moisture and makes the steak less juicy. Salt after the steak rests for 15 minutes after cooking. Okay, maybe I'll try that. What I do is I have like a pound of butter, not literally, but a lot of butter. Have that in the bottom, and then I have I see why you deleted their comment. Okay, I have okay.
Is that inappropriate?
Okay, yeah. So there's butter, a lot of butter in a pan, super hot. What I've done so far is put the spice on it, just a steak rub on it, and I like load it on there, and then I put it on there, put it on the pan for about a quick 5 minutes, I would say. Then I turn it over, then salt that side, while continuously pouring the butter on it. And then sometimes, I've tried to see if this would work, I will stab a hole in the middle so that the butter will go into the hole, just to see if that would make a difference. And I don't know if it does, tastes the same, but I'll do that. I'll pour it on there, and it'll be on that side for about 5 minutes too, maybe a little less. It just depends on how it's like, you know. So you can see the color. I don't have a thermometer, and I also don't know how to cook, so I don't know when a steak is officially done by just looking at it, and I can't tell what the temperature is because I don't have a thermometer. So I just go by the minutes. If it's a little too rare for me, then I'll stick it back on for maybe another minute on high. But that kind of sucks when that happens because when you cut into the steak, that's not the same. If you just poke a little hole in the middle, it's still okay. But like it sucks when some of it is like I like a medium rare. I don't like a medium, and it sucks when some of it is medium and some of it is medium rare. So that's what I'll do usually, and I'll just guess. I'll move there and live in a tent by your walk trail and hope I make enough money to buy the house in a few years. Huh. Can you make edible pan because steak with pan sounds like the best thing ever? I don't know what that is. Good job whoever wrenched that troll. That had to be record time. That was Lindsay. Matthew's not here and Lindsay is like I would say she's just as good as him tonight. I don't know if she's ever as good as him. Probably, maybe. I don't know. Don't want to hurt nobody's feelings here. Funny trolls one tonight. Personally, I don't care if the trolls are here, but they make me get demonetized. So gotta do something. But so Chris, Matt, and Hannah can crab there. I'm pretty sure Hannah is married, and I'm pretty sure Matthew is married, and I'm pretty sure Chris are married. So that's going to be 6 people, plus Matthew's 18 kids, plus I think Hannah has 3 kids. Huh? Yeah, it would have to be a big barn. And Chris, I think he has at least 1 son that I know of. Matthew wants to live in the coop anyways. Yeah. Full moon was on the 1st, wasn't it? I don't know. I prefer a tent over the old coop. The old coop is burnt down, but the pile of ash is still there. We could start a new colony. Well, you'd have to spell it right, otherwise I'd have to kick you out. I just got off the lake. I got some fish to cook. Oh, I feel sorry for you. Okay, let's get back to washing these dishes. Oh, I usually don't keep the lids. Shit. I would only expect a big barn from you. We talked about a barn earlier. So I don't know what we'll do exactly, but we will build a barn at some point. Poor Matthew, he lives in his shoe. Yeah, you slacker, wash those dishes. There. Your mom asked if she should bring more dog food for Duke.
She texted?
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's good.
Okay, I said no. Full moon is October 31st this year. Dun dun dun. Halloween. Okay. Okay, guys. Hand me that box. If you ever want to not like cereal, get Jolly Rancher cereal. Not a sponsor, clearly. So not good. At all. Ashley just threw them out because they've been in there for at least a couple months.
No one's gonna eat.
You have to do a Halloween video, Josh. Yeah. I got it today for the show, LOL. What did you get? I didn't see your comment. I got it today for the show. Wish I could restore my old barn, but I need someone to tell me if it's structurally sound. It looks almost 100 years old. Well, you might be able to tell by if it's sagging or not. If it's still got a good spine and stuff, it's probably good. I wish I could restore my old barn, but oh, I already read that. That's the night I will be fishing. Full moon is the best walleye fishing. I've caught a few walleye by accident in my time. The woodsman should come out for Halloween. The Jolly Rancher cereal. Oh, you bought some for the show? You're gonna review it? It's not good. I can tell you. If you say in your video that you like it, I will unsubscribe because I will know that your channel is full of lies. Everyone should go follow. What is it again? Silverfish Media, Intermedia. Put a link, please, Lindsay, and then watch her review that. If she's honest, it'll be a thumbs down. What are you barking at, son? Oh, headlights. Hey, hey, hey! What are you doing? What are you doing? Duke doesn't bark, as you will notice. He only barks at animals.
Is this bigger than this? No.
That one is.
This one?
No, that one. Yeah. Okay, my barn was built in the early 1800s. Once the roof departs, it rots pretty fast. It's definitely not sound. Random trio. I custom make cedar lures for muskie. What? Oh, you're replying to someone. Josh, have you seen the Timbit cereal? Yeah, I've had it. It's not good, but it's not bad. I like the birthday cake one better than the chocolate one. The chocolate ones just taste like Cocoa Puffs? No, is it Cocoa Puffs? No, sorry. Hey Ash, what's that chocolate cereal that I don't like? No, Nesquik is okay. Oh, wait, it might be Nesquik. Okay, I think it tastes like Nesquik cereal. I have tried it, Blue Daisy. It's good. What did Blue Daisy say? Frick, I forget. Timbit cereal is gross. Yeah, it's not. I think the Jolly Rancher is way worse. Like it's not even close. Nope, fish replica looking lures. Yeah, Chris makes like the most detailed lures I have ever seen. They look like the freaking fish. They're kind of expensive, but you should buy one. They're very good. He's a very talented artist, to be honest. He can carve like a damn, and yeah. My grandson likes the birthday cake cereal, but it is straight sugar. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Random Trio says I need some. Yeah, you should get some. They're cool. If I could afford them, I would just buy one just to have. But they're like $200 or something. How do we find you, Chris? Chris, what's your info? Put your address, your phone number, your children's school, all that. Chris says, sure, I still think I can do better. See, that's what someone, when you're self-deprecating, that's how you know they're good. Getting Hank's backpack ready for camping trip. Just kidding, we're not going camping. It's winter, almost. Sorry, I don't actually know how much his lures are. I just guessed $200. They might be more, they might be less. They're probably more. Wow, coolster. I don't know what that means. Look at Duke. Wait, which way? Which hand is it? This hand. This one is delayed. Look at Duke. What do you do? I'm washing dishes right now, but I'm an artist. Duke is a cool dude. He loves killing coyotes. Just so you know. Chris is saying you can find me on Facebook under Chris McQuagg until I revamp and rename the old Facebook company page. Somebody stole his name and then trademarked it. Or maybe they didn't intentionally steal it. I don't actually know the story. So I don't want to, I mean, I'll let Chris say if that, I don't actually know. I'm assuming. I don't know.
Well, I had to put it on the biggest setting.
Was supposed to paint lures for something for Lee Lures Company. Nice. Bradley said oh, he deleted it. Something about buying a box of cereal and eating a bowl every month. I've always wanted to go coyote hunting. Didn't know how to spell coyote. It's with a C instead of a K. Did those ladies ever let you get anything of that stuff you wanted? Okay, so it was only the owner who was that. The other lady was fine. She actually was bummed on my behalf. She was like, what the hell? I thought you were going to get all of it. There was like a tarp in there too, where this other random guy was like, hey, that's my tarp. I'm like, I don't think it is, because it was under all this crap. But then he took that. There was like a bunch of stuff that I was hoping to get that I knew of beforehand. That was immediately taken. So the other lady, the one other lady, she was, it wasn't her. It was just the owner. And I don't even think that she necessarily did that on purpose. I think she just didn't know what was in there. And then she was like, oh shit, I want this stuff. I don't know. We could use a dog like that in Georgia. What in the world am I watching? How did I get here? Why did this come on automatic? Why are people watching this guy do his dishes? I have so many questions. Mario! I don't always do the dishes. This is how I do my Q&As. Because I have to do the dishes. The dishes are boring. So, may as well hang out with you guys. Now, when it comes to what I actually do, I'm an artist. I make stuff. You should watch a vlog instead. And then once you get to know me, you might want to ask me a question, and then I will answer it while I'm doing the dishes. Let's do that. Let's go with that. I am better at making stuff than setting up internet acts. LOL. Hi Josh, how are you doing? I'm doing good. I live streaming on Facebook tomorrow. Somewhat. What's your favorite type of bagel? I actually like the blueberry bagels with strawberry cream cheese from Tim Hortons. I don't know if you have Tim Hortons where you're from, but Hank has a backpack. He does have a backpack. Is Hank moving out? I'm doing a concern. Is Hank going on a trip? He's not going on a trip. Are we going out on a walk with Hank after the live stream? No, it's dark outside now. It's 8:30. It gets dark at about 7:45-ish now. Sucks. Bagel, not bagel. Whatever. Whatever, lady. However you say bagel. Beg gal. Does Hank keep his guns in that back? A Hank hike. We're not going anywhere. Why are you putting on his backpack? Oh, she's seeing if it still fits. Oh, she's putting it on Duke now.
I found it when I was downstairs getting this. That's pretty good.
Gold. What about the gold? Find out on another vlog. That's why it says coming up on another vlog. That's supposed to, entice you to watch another one. You're like, oh, all these gold nuggets. What could they be for? Where could they be from? There's actually going to be a deleted scene video that accompanies the vlog because it took a long time to go through all this stuff. So if you're one of the people who who doesn't like the deleted scene videos, then just don't watch. But there will be a lot of what I find interesting in there, but it's just too long for the vlog. Hank is like my kids. On their 18th birthday, they got a suitcase and a warm sweater. Get out of here! But they're gifts. They're for you. But get out of here. But they're gifts. I watch all the vlogs faithfully. Oh, thank you. I don't remember the gold. I will have to rewatch. It's at the end. You probably just don't watch till the end. There's always something at the end. Looking forward to the next vlog and remembering to check for deleted scenes. Well, sometimes I have the deleted scenes pop up. Like there'll be a video that's released, but usually I don't do that because of people not being able to think for themselves and being like, what the heck is this? What are you trying to do over there? Huh? But yeah, you can pan for gold up there. Yeah, on the river if you want, but the gold came from somewhere else. I always wait to see what you have after it gets dark. Good. After the to be continued, there's almost always something else. There's always something else after the to be continued, but if the video is a build video or a paint video, there isn't a to be continued. The to be continued is actually a suggestion from someone else said I should do an intro, so I made a quick, easy intro. And like the Patreon has its own intro that's kind of the same. The deleted scenes has its own intro that's kind of the same. Did Hank have any issues from the pound of bacon he ate? No, he didn't. He was like, give me some more. There are lots of nuggets on today's video. Badam ching? Badam ching? Ching! I think you meant badam. We can pan for gold in Missouri, but no nuggets, just flour gold. Yeah, that's more valuable. No, sorry. All gold is valued the same, but nuggets go for about 20% more than their actual gold value for whatever reason. But dust, you find more dust than nuggets. If you go for nuggets, you go broke. There's some rhyme that's supposed to be the principle of that. Sasquatch, holy crap, thank you. For all those excellent edited vlogs. You said some weird word there. Masicho? What does that mean? For all those excellent edited vlogs, know that's work. Sasquatch painting can be cool. Stay safe, you guys. Thanks a lot, man. My dog would be whining if I started fitting his collar on him. Yeah? The dogs look like they like the back. Oh, Duke still working.
Doing good with mine.
Dean for thanks. What? What's the status of your old truck? Does it still run? Do you mean the Dakota, the silver truck with the Sharpie on it? Yes, it still runs. I just don't drive it in the winter. And then this year I decided not to drive it at all. Just to save on insurance. Because I'm broke ass. So I have fed fresh deer to my dogs. Okay. Fantastic. Nuggets carry a premium because they can be used in jewelry and also carry a premium due to the aesthetic nature of them as well as specimens. That's what I was told as well. I just couldn't remember. So thank you for giving the info there, Chris. Chris, guys, he is like a jack of all cool trades. He's like, oh yeah, I'll carve some shit. He's like an old man. He carbs really good. He doesn't drive, which I find strange. But Camaro, that's what he looks like. And or like an Uncle Jed mobile. I don't know. He does a lot of stuff. Anyways, he gold pans and he melts down silver. Did your brother ever go to the mine he was going to out west? Did you not watch the video? Where do you think he got the gold from? Huh? Oh yeah, I guess I didn't say that. In the next vlog, it'll be in there. He came and visited the day that I clotheslined myself on the hammock. That same day. How many days ago was that? Whatever it was. So there'll be a sort of a flashback scene in that vlog to that.
Do you want to have sausages and hot dogs for dinner once we kill this one?
Let's do it. We're gonna have hot dogs for dinner. I know a crap ton about gold and mineral exploration. Should have been here the other day. You could hear his voice in the clip, just didn't see him. Right. In the new video, you'll see it. Well, there will be a deleted scene video that's going to be over an hour, I think. Because, like, we were recording for a long time. He had some diamonds, or what he thinks are diamonds, but he's not sure. We cut some glass with it. Or we didn't cut the glass, sorry. That's kind of an exaggeration. We scratched some glass with it. You know. Denise is back. You could hear, oh, I already heard that. Big dogs can eat a lot of meat. A pound of bacon was an appetizer for your dog. Yeah, he's a big dog.
Where are the ones you bought? Are they not here?
Oh, we ate them all.
Oh,
Oh, we're not gonna have hot dogs. Never mind. We'll have to toss those in the tall grass, I think. I can yell your brother if they are diamonds, Josh. Alright. He's leaving tomorrow. So I'm not gonna see him again. I don't know, I don't care. Nothing. Is this the mining you brought back the big tires for? Yes, it is. Your brother is going on Gold Rush, lol. Man, there was some plans that were made, but something didn't work out because one of my other brothers was like, nah. But it might still work in the future. You would not want to feed any dog a pound of greasy bacon. Well, I didn't feed it to him, he stole it. That was unintentional. So yeah, I would never feed him a full pound of bacon. he just kind of stole it. So, how is Peep doing in her behavior? Is her behavior improved now since going out of chicken detention? Mm-hmm. So she's good now.
She chases them a little bit, but not nearly as badly.
She chases them a bit, but not as bad. I have a 160-pound Saint Bernard. She can sure pack the food away too. Love Ashley's Instagram for regular photography, in my opinion. I'm sure photographers might disagree, but screw them. Yeah, she's a great photographer. Love Ashley's Instagram post. She's an amazing photographer. Wait, did you just put the same comment twice? I thought Peep was shake and bake now.
No.
Why did you think that? Ashley's Instagram. Oh, thanks, Lindsay. Yeah, if you guys want to check out Ashley's Instagram, she posts a lot about chickens. So I don't do chicken vlogs all the time as much as some people would like. So if you want to see what's up with the chickens, not daily, but more regularly, check out her stuff. Photo Deviant, who is an actual photographer, says that Ashley has great photos. She's a great photographer.
Thank you.
She said thank you in like that shy thing. That I don't know how to do it. I'm not shy. Your brothers should vlog the mining. That would get loads of views. Can't say anything, sorry. There's not going to be a vlog about it, but still can't talk. There was something, but I can't say it. Which I know is a huge teaser because it may not happen at all, but something. Something. Something probably won't happen. uh, fluffy chicken butts. Brian must follow you on Instagram. Uh, and Melody says, I agree, her photographs are awesome. Do you guys eat chickens you haven't met? Yes. Every chicken I've eaten, I've never met. Too many issues with claim jumpers, I wouldn't vlog it. Chris gets it. It's true, Ashley has a gifted eye for photography.
Gosh, goodness, guys.
Did you hear her? She said, gosh goodness.
Gosh, goodness, guys. Thank you.
What brand of shampoo / conditioner does Ashley use?
Aveda.
Aveda?
Aveda is the brand, yeah.
Aveda. That blue stuff? Aveda. Comes in a bottle made out of plastic that decomposes.
It's plant derived and stuff.
Yes, but it's like a natural shampoo and conditioner that actually works, I think is their motto, right?
Kind of expensive.
She said it's kind of expensive. I don't know. My shampoo is whatever's on the floor.
No, but it's like, it doesn't have all the sulfates and bad stuff in it for you.
Doesn't have any sulfate in it.
Parabens and that stuff.
Lindsay says Aveda is a good brand, and I think she's a hairdresser, so she would know what she's talking about. Her hair looks so healthy.
They don't test on animals.
They don't test on animals.
All the stuff that I like.
I used to work for De Beers Diamond Company. It was almost 500 foot underground. Was a diamond driller. Wait, that was you? Where was this? Did you work for me back in the day? That's weird. Didn't they get bought out by someone else? That's when I stopped working for them. That's crazy. Lindsay says, yes, some salons here sell Aveda. I don't know why, that was a wink. LOL meant smiley face. Have you always been not shy? No. One day I decided, why am I shy? Nobody knows I'm shy. Why am I acting like this? This is stupid and limiting. I'm going to just be who I am when people already know me in general. And some people think it's weird, but I just like talking to people, so I will just interrupt their conversation and be like, hello, I'm Josh. Let's talk about me now. No, it doesn't go like that. But yeah, I used to be shy. And I still am shy when it's, you know, like, for example, if I am brought into a conversation I don't want to be a part of. If someone's like, hey, come here, show them pictures of your art. I'm like, did they ask to see them? Because if they didn't, this is not going to be fun for them. You know? So, that is a fair concern. That is why you hold... That is a fair concern. That is why you hold the footage until after it's all said and done at the claim. Do you know how long it takes to mine? Like that. Aveda is expensive and I use it also, and their hand and body soap. Somebody sent us some soap, which is great. I forget who it is. A guy made it. I'm assuming he made it. We have like, what, 5 bars of it or something like that? And we're using it. It works like soap. Like, duh. But you know, like sometimes you might assume that because it's like natural it might not work, but it freaking works. It's great. Dress up as contrary to what you might think. I actually do like dressing up, and so I would just be dressing up like I would rather dress up. Howdy, Josh. Hello, Patty. Yes, I'd love to see you dress up as Alex for Halloween. My good detector will find 1 gram nuggets almost 6 feet down, and bigger gold I can find a lot deeper. The Hubble Space Telescope found a planet that is supposed to be made of diamonds. Chris, I think you used to work for me. I think you were my helper back in the day in that mine. No, not really. When did I ever work in a diamond mine?
No, when you were 13.
I did have a job when I was 13, but it was at a banquet hall. It was a banquet hall. I remember there's this one guy who was racist, so I refused to help him, and he was getting so mad, which was so satisfying. Because what is he gonna do? He can't do anything to me. He would get, like, definitely would get in trouble. Do you and Ashley dress up as a duo theme? We're not children, so we don't. We've never dressed up because we're not kids. But
maybe we went to like a Halloween party.
if we went to a Halloween party, I would dress up as Josh. No, I'm not opposed to dressing up. My last costume when I was a kid, I was a nerd, and it was a freaking hit.
I feel like I remember that.
Do you?
Was I there?
Did I do that? No. Maybe
I
at
just
school.
remember you wearing like the fake black glasses.
Yeah, I wore Harry Potter glasses.
And like maybe like a bow tie.
Yeah, a bow tie, a dress shirt,
Yeah.
dress stain. I made my costume, and dude, it was so good. I got so much candy, and like we went to the mall, and people were complimenting me on my costume, but my freaking pants were giving me mad wedgie. But I wanted them to be too short, like Urkel. So yeah, it was great. Just Google it. Diamond deposit. I'm 30 minutes downstream from it, Josh. Will you be doing Just Joshing with Dakota soon? Soon, but probably not soon enough. Oh shit. Okay, I have more dishes. Good thing I'm still talking here. A cloth bow tie or a wood one? It was a cloth one with polka dots on it, which I still have, and I still wear. I still have my pay stubs from when I worked there. We finished over 3-year drill term, and the company went to drill for uranium in Uranium City, but I didn't go. Yeah, dress up as a sock monkey, Josh.
A sock monkey? That would be hilarious.
Let me rinse out this sink. This is actually a good question period. I like this one. Does anyone else have any questions? If I missed your question, just ask it again and I'll try to get to it. All I'm seeing is Chris's mining explorations, which is pretty interesting. But I have nothing to add.
I'm going to process all of them, but...
If I ever have children, I'm gonna make their costumes and they're gonna be lit. They're gonna win any costume contest. Unless there's someone else who's just as creative as me, and then it'll be a split. It'll be a tie. Or it'll be rigged. I'm playing. I'm not playing, but I'm playing. Where is Shadow? She's in the bedroom, probably. So did Ashley freeze all that was left of the squash, or is there still more? And are the pumpkins changing color yet? Pumpkins are changing color. She is currently just getting the pumpkin or the squash processed for freezing.
Yeah, they're changing color.
Yeah,
Or
pumpkins
maybe,
are changing color.
Halfway.
Yeah, halfway. I'd say they're orange and green, like Two-Face. Baby Yoda. That's the whole con. To do the part that we don't do. So I don't hold big insurance anymore because I don't do big jobs anymore. So it's not practical for me to get the expensive ass insurance again just to do one building. So structural framing, it just makes more sense for him to do it just because of permits and stuff, WCB and all that kind of stuff. And it's also steel. They made him switch to steel construction, which I have very limited. The only steel building I've ever done is when I worked for someone else and we made a Boston pizza, which if you're not from here, maybe you don't have Boston pizza. It's just a pizza place. Well, actually, it's a strip mall. It was like Boston Pizza plus a whole bunch of other things, and so we did that. But I myself only dealt with the wood framing part of it. Someone else on the crew did the steel construction part of it. So I don't do steel construction, and I mostly only built houses. I've never actually done any with my own. Oh shit! You good?
Yeah.
I've never done any houses on my own in my own company. Well, I kind of did, but I haven't done new construction. I've only done partial rebuild, and whatever. It's not the same thing. I haven't stick framed a full house on my own sort of thing. I mostly just do basement development, garages, stuff like that. Not full houses and stuff like that. I could, but liability and all that stuff is just so expensive, and I don't really want to do that. I want to freaking make pictures, so it's just not worth it for me. Does that make sense?
Nice.
Do you make pumpkin pie? I do not, but Ashley probably will. I always make my grandson's costume. I made him an Energizer Bunny costume last year. That's awesome. Did you give your friend a squash yet or still forgot? That is actually who just asked about the pumpkin. I wouldn't say that we're friends, but we're not friends. But yeah, I gave him a squash today. Today? Today. Is Ashley blanching the squash in salt water before freezing, or is there a different way of processing it before freezing? Oh, she's cooking it and then freezing it. It's a different way. She Googled it. Hi, I love your channel. You should do some art with Steven Draud, Alex's son, at some point. We have talked about it, so we probably will at some point. Is Ashley, oh, I already read that. One of the more clever costumes I ever saw was a kid that dressed up as a gumball machine. She had a red sweat outfit with a red hoodie, a clear plastic garbage bag filled with little balloons. That's a good costume. Easy to do, and like it's striking, so you'd be like, clever costume. Oh, Karen just said something that makes me want to throw up. The neighbor's lights went on, which made Hank bark. I hate squash, but I'm glad that you like that. Pumpkin pie, I just found out today, store-bought pumpkin pie is actually squash, and that's why I don't freaking like it. I always am like, man, this doesn't taste good, and I'll always eat it. But, I will always eat it, but I never like it, and I always put like a whole can of whipped cream on it just to get the taste that I guess is squash out. I was like, why don't I like this? Because I like homemade pumpkin pie. All the homemade pumpkin pies that I've had, I think I've liked. I especially like my mom's. That's likely because I grew up with it. But squash, for some reason, I hate it. Sweet potato pie is better than pumpkin pie to me. Yeah, sweet potatoes and yam, they kind of taste like, they don't taste like squash, but they just, I don't know. I probably don't even like pumpkin, but I like pumpkin pie. Alex said that on his Facebook. Yeah, that's how I found out. I was like, that's not an epiphany, right? I said it was a revelation in my reply. But yeah, so it's not an epiphany. An epiphany is when you have a realization yourself, right? I don't know. Hello, buddy. So I probably don't like pumpkin. I've never had pumpkin on its own, but I've had pumpkin pie. And that pumpkin is good. That squash is good. Oh. Which do you find more fulfilling, sculpting or painting? I think I like painting more than anything, but I also enjoy sculpting because it's still, I don't know. I like being able to make something where I'm like, hey, check it out. Look at this thing. It looks like a whatever. I don't know. I think I like it almost as much as painting, but not quite as much because I always figured sculpting would be easy, but I always thought painting would be really difficult. And so I never tried it until one day it started raining, so we couldn't go urban exploring, so we painted instead, which I was against the whole time. And then I was like, you know what? This is actually fun. I'm gonna keep doing it, and then I will do it for a living. And then, and then now we're here. Josh, just smother squash and butter, supporting the dairy farmers of Canada. Yeah, but it still tastes like squash. I don't like squash. Making it taste like butter, then I will start to not like butter. I don't know. Hank was trying to see if in containers on counter. Was he? What did you use for the seeds in the sunflower? Oh, that was a it was like a screen on a what is that thing called? A propane heater thing. So it's like one of those things that you put on a propane tank, and it's just like a heater. It was one of those, which I threw in the scrap pile that was on my lawn that I threw, or on my driveway, on my lawn, because my driveway has grass. Oh man, that I threw in that truck there. All that stuff. It used to be in there, and then I took it out at the last minute because I was like, I'll make this. So if you're on my Patreon, then you know that I make the giveaway live, and so I made that live for my patrons. And I was gonna make a lame ass pumpkin out of horseshoes, but I was like, everyone makes those. So decided I'll look around at some other junk, and then I'm like, oh, there's this thing. I brought it inside. I'm like, Ashley, what does this look like? And then what did you say?
Bar.
No, what did you say first?
Showerhead.
Oh yeah, she said showerhead. She thought like I was asking her what it actually was, which it kind of looks like a showerhead. And I was like, no, what does it look like? What should I make out of this? And she said a sunflower, and I was like, perfect, because that's what I'm gonna make out of it. Mountain bike front suspension fork. Oh, that was off of the Kona Stinky. There's a Boxer front fork on there now. That is way better quality. Huh? Sure. I don't know if that's what you were talking about, but I've done zucchini brownies. Okay. What are those things that your mom makes?
Zucchini muffins?
Zucchini muffins are good. So if that's a type of squash, which I think it is, right? I like those. But I think it's because of the chocolate. It is a sunflower heater that you used. What? Is that what it's called? Because that's freaking awesome. Ah, you didn't just tell me that. Tell you what. Oh, I can get it out of there if you want it. It's off of a small. It'll be way too small for you. It's still here. You want, it's a stock Kona Stinky fork. It's not good. I prefer a small frame for stunt jumping. No, dude, this is a small. It's not like a medium. It's a small, an actual small. Just send you pics. Well, I'll have to dig it out. I'll try to do that tomorrow if I have time, which I won't. But, huh?
Yeah.
I'll try to. Okay, guys, I'm done the dishes, except for those. Wow, Rick. I'll do those next time. No, I'll do them quick. We're gonna do them like this. I just need some soap. So like 3.5-inch trowel. I don't know. We never used it. Kona is a nice bike. Yeah, I have a Kona mudslide. And it actually has a Kona Stinky. Kona is a very nice bike. My bike was designed after a guy who won a competition that he wasn't even entered in. Out of a custom bike that he made up himself, and then Kona ended up sponsoring him and making that bike based off of his bike that he put together. Kind of cool. But these are steel frame bikes, so they're not like the more modern aluminum or fiberglass, or not fiberglass, carbon fiber. It's hot, it's hot. Any last questions here? I have one dish left. Oh, hey, if, what's her name? Homestead? Practical Homestead. We're using your, whatever these are called. Thank you for sending them. This goes in the washing machine? Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry, I don't know why I apologized. When was the Sunday Cup edition and someone stole it? Perfect. Are the hens still laying eggs with the change in season? Today Ginger laid one, first time in a month, but no one else is laying anything right now. Sunny has no tail left, they're molting. She looks hilarious. She probably doesn't feel like it's hilarious, but Ashley gave her one thing of sunflower seed, like her own handful, because she's feeling pretty shitty.
She wouldn't come down from her.
Sorry for being sorry. That's why Canada is better than the US. Okay. That's it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate the conversation. And I appreciate the support. If you would like, check out what's new in the TeeSpring. I have like 6 new shirts in there in the last little while. And also consider becoming... That's it. Thank you. We're going to have supper now.
Good night.
Ashley said good night. I don't know if you heard that, but she said good night. Okay. See ya.